Hello viewers, welcome to Education Frontline Africa, a platform for bold discussions, honest conversations, and real solutions, shaping the future of education in Nigeria and Africa at large. I am your host, Otache Emmanuel. Digital education is shaping the world. What is the real question? Is it really an innovation? Is it changing teaching? Or we're just adding new gadgets? With me today to discuss this topic is the principal of Stanford Learning Hub International College, Mr. Bambi Ayodeji Prosper. Thank you for being with us in the studio today.
Thank you, sir.
To start with, Mr. Ayodeji, what do you understand by digital teaching? Please enlighten our listeners.
All right, good morning once again. Yes, you see, when we talk about digital teaching, sometimes we call it digital learning. They go hand in hand. It involves shifting the culture of learning, the culture of teaching that has been in our society. It is not all about gadgets. It's not just having a laptop, having a tablet or having projectors. No, it's a culture shift that the way we have been doing it the traditional way is not the way, because that only shoved into your throat copying of notes and cramming, writing exam, passing without any form of application. So what digital learning or teaching introduces is the use of modern pedagogy. What makes life works, the application of what you learn, using the new available innovations around to make learning possible. For instance, you talk about AI, artificial intelligence, right? When you use AI with learning, you become better, because information that are latest, that are modern, you're able to get them first. What AI does is that in a very small space of time, it scans through the world and gets relevant information, bring it to you. Then we do textbooks only, which means that your study, the idea you will have about something,
It's limited to.
is limited to what you have within the confines of the textbook.
Yeah.
So you can't get anything over there. So in a nutshell, your critical thinking improves, the way you handle situations improves, you are able to also create your own thing. So this generation that will enjoy, or that in our own case, in Stanford Learning Hub International College, that are already enjoying digital learning, will be far better than how we were in our time.
Now, coming to, you emphasize that it goes beyond gadgets.
Yes, it
It's
does.
about a shift in the culture,
Yes.
called pedagogical shift in
Yes.
culture. Can a school in the 21st century be innovative without gadgets?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes. Let me explain. See, the reason why I said yes is that there are some things you might not achieve without some gadgets.
Okay.
Right. And we know having gadgets involve buying them.
Yes.
So for some people it is capital intensive.
Cost, yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be spending all your money
Okay.
getting gadgets. It can be as little as having few computers in your school, having a portable Wi-Fi around. Yeah. You can start with your staff. Because if you equip your staff digitally, you are equally equipped your children.
That's right.
Yeah. Then you can go full blown by getting everybody on board. Are you getting me? So that's why I say yes, you must use gadgets. Gadgets like laptops, like phantoms, like projectors, like electronic boards, like VR, that's virtual reality,
virtual
and all of
reality,
these things.
It's okay.
Yes. But also know because innovation and creativity is not all in the gadget. Hmm?
Okay.
Even after you have gotten the gadget, you still need humans that will use them.
Yes, that's true.
So in a situation where you are starting small, you just have passion for it, you want to be creative, you could use things around. Now, school, we do what we call robotics.
Okay.
And what makes our own different from other kind of robotics you see out there is that we use things we find around us.
Okay.
It's not all about
Easily accessible.
exactly.
So
There was a
that way
time.
you reduce cost.
Yes, there was a time that I will not mention the name of the company, not to gaslight any company or whatever.
Yeah.
We had a contact with a company in Lagos. They said they are into STEM stuff and like that and like that. And so we had discussion over 4 days. Yes, at intervals, of course. At the end of the opening, I discovered that they were only trying to sell the package to us. And that is not. Once innovation is caged,
Limited to package.
then you're not innovating anything.
That's what is happening in Africa. In fintech, what we do is we borrow ideas and then we lock it up in. So everybody just copy and paste.
Exactly.
That we have limited innovation.
So they said to me they were going to sell to us 20 million.
Okay.
I said, it's not about the money. It's about, we want our children to be able to explore beyond what a set of tools can do.
Yes.
So a child could say, okay, today I want to make a miniature of the London Bridge. Right? So it should be able to do it. But if it is going to be dependent on what your tools can do, then we are limited.
Yes.
So in that situation, we resorted to using components. Component like the LDR, component like these wires, Arduino, and all of those things. Then we use carton. We use as low as carton, as stick, as leaf, as things you can find around to build things. And that's working for us. So we don't spend so much doing that.
Yes, and you excite the children.
Exactly.
They're able to create with almost nothing. Then it opens the mind to think bigger.
The mind.
Takes us to
because it's all about understanding the concept.
Yes.
It's not about cramming it and pouring it back.
Now I think this leads me to a post I saw on X recently.
Okay.
Someone attacked Elon Musk and said he's just a dummy. He's just one lucky guy who was able to control people and is making money off them. That's why he's that rich. And then 2 days later, I saw another post where they talked about his core. He took like a computing test, and he was one of the best as at the time. Way back maybe 1994 thereabout or 1980. He was one of the best. Now you see, whatever he's doing with what he's having now is not try and error.
Yeah.
It is experience that has been built over time. I think what your school is doing, I believe that the future for our children is going to be brighter.
It's bright.
Yes. So coming to the idea of innovation, how do we get teachers involved? Can we have this, actualized without having teachers properly trained to fit in?
Not entirely.
Okay.
Not entirely. This thing has to, it always starts with mindset. Yes, mindset. Do you know that knowing how to use a computer does not mean that you are creative?
Okay.
Yeah. Knowing how to use all the Microsoft Suite software doesn't mean that you are digitally inclined.
Copy and paste.
Exactly. It has to start from the mind. I want to learn this thing and I must learn it. Yeah. Organizations like yours and whatever other agencies can bring up methods of recruiting teachers to know how to do these things, but it must start from the mind. For instance, I didn't study computer.
Okay.
Neither have I gone for any formal computer training. But I've trained myself. We're in a world that you can self-train. Do you understand?
Yes.
YouTube is a world of its own. We have
the internet is there.
Internet is there. You have Coursera, you have Udemy, you have a lot of platforms, edX and all of those. But somebody must be ready. Willingness. Now, what we have today is, we had that problem in Stanford Learning of International College when we started. we saw people who were good with the traditional way, but the digital way, they were not there. They were not there. And some are not even willing to change.
Yes.
I remember when some of them came, and after the aptitude test, all of these, exercises you do before employment as a teacher, some of them told me very emphatically that these digital aspects, they are not interested. I mean, they decline the job, even when they are passed the normal, normal knowledge test.
Yes, yeah.
So that is showing an attitude. It's showing that this person is not willing.
Ready.
It's not ready. So if people are willing and ready, then they can be trained.
Sure.
And then they get it. But if they are not willing and ready, even with your training, you're nothing. So that's why I said it's not entirely dependent on a particular way.
I'm going to agree with you, because the organization we work with, AFFiT, organizes this training session in a bid to help teachers graduate into the digital world. And because we've realized that the number of teachers, they lack the basic barest, minimum skill digitally. We started, a training twice in a month, where every Saturday they come in here, pay to come to learn. And the turnout has not been very encouraging, even though the amount is very, very low. So that goes to buttress the point where the willingness has to be there first.
Sorry, I had one time.
Okay.
Our certificate carries that she studied computer science way back 2002. Yeah, she told me she has been assistant head teacher for a school for a while. Huh? She has no idea about how to put on a system.
Pathetic.
Very pathetic. That's all. I see them on a daily. Yes. See them on a daily. So they must be ready to learn. And then organizations like yours will now be able to help them. Stanford International Learning Hub. We have a lot of facilitators right now that have moved digitally beyond how we employ them. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. Now, looking at the introduction of technology into classrooms and the rest, now, do you think it reduces the workload on teachers or increases pressure? The pressure to probably catch up and deliver.
Practice, they say, makes perfect.
Okay.
For someone who is not digitally inclined before his employment, it will be stressful for them because he's already used to writing. Quickly, it's done. And now you're saying he should not only write, he should type. He should not only type, he should research. He should not only research, he should also innovate and be creative. So that will be stressful. But I believe with time, as they continue to do it over and again, it becomes part of them. For me, most of my staff now, they are used to it. And it's not stress. Some even told me in confidence that if any school is to employ them now, if they are not digitally inclined, they are not sure they can work there. So that's what it is.
So looking at the current trend of AI this, AI that, almost every sphere is being impacted by the AI boom. So for the teaching profession,
yes,
how do you look at it? How does it impact on teachers and teaching?
I think I will talk about the impact on teachers, on teaching, and on the students.
On students, okay.
Yes. Now, one thing everybody must know and agree to is that AI has come to stay. AI is not going anywhere. Just like when revolution came to the banking industry, ATM, bank in app, and all of those, and you can't fight it because it has come to stay. The same way you can't fight AI. Now, we have two types of AI. Generally, we have two types of AI. We have the general AI and we have the specific purpose AI.
Yes.
You get it? Now, the general AI is good for the adults, people who already have grown and control what they see. But the specific AI is good for some specific kind of stuff. For instance, we have AI that are education rated, and they have age
restrictions.
Yes, exactly. Like there is one that we recommend for our children. I'm not going to say it here.
Okay. You've not paid it advertising, so
exactly. So I'm not going to say it here. Now, it is such that if you ask the AI a nasty question, instead of answering you, it becomes a counselor immediately. But if you ask it anything like it answers you, gives you yes. Do you understand? That's that. It also makes you to be creative. You could play educational games together. It could help you explain your notes better in a way that you understand more than the way you did. You understand? Now, what's the impact of AI on teaching and on teachers? For some teachers, right, the AI made them lazy.
Okay.
Are you getting it? They do copy and paste of whatever AI says. To the point that some even copy the part that AI is asking, would you want me to do another thing? Yes. They become that lazy. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Now, the AI has not come to replace people. It has instead come to better people. But attitude of the user now determines what later happens. So AI can affect
negatively
and positively. That is just what it is, especially the general purpose AI.
So I think the aspect of that impact will be mental laziness.
Mental laziness.
Because of course a lot of people are going to just opt into get it done for me, and then critical thinking becomes reduced. Rather than using it to boost critical thinking.
Instead of using it as a tool, it became their master.
Wow. So I hope our viewers are learning a thing or two. AI has not come to replace you or your mind, but to put your mind to better use. As we draw closer to the end of this program, what digital skills, in your opinion, do you think every Nigerian student should have before graduating from secondary school?
Okay.
One digital skill.
One digital skill.
I think it's a more.
Okay, you want just one.
Okay, give me a couple then.
I think they must know how to use AI, the prompting, and how to be able to develop themselves using it. It's very key in what they are doing. The second one is engineering design. They should be able to imagine and bring to life whatever
Imagine
it is.
and bring to life.
Yes.
Imagine and bring to life. Mr. Ayodeji, I must say that sitting with you has been such an enlightening moment.
Thank you, sir.
So, finally, looking at policy, because that is where it starts from. Your school has achieved what it has achieved because the owner of the school, the heads, they're intentional.
Yes.
But this is not the case for many other schools, especially government schools, the public schools. So how do you think the government can begin to look into policies that will begin to shift schools to become digitally inclined? What are the kind of policies that should be put in place to actualize this, let's say, in the next 5 to 10 years?
All right. In fairness to the federal government, the federal government is doing so much to make schools adopt AI and digital literacy in the totality of it. We have a consultant that works with UNICEF. The federal government in collaboration with them, and there's what they call the Nigerian Learning Passport. I don't know if you've heard of that. The Nigerian Learning Passport. It is a digital tool that can better the lives of learners. Now, what we have in most government schools is that there is no monitoring that is adequate to make the intention of the federal government to come to life. Don't forget that recently they changed the curriculum, introducing some new concepts that drive us towards digital learning.
Yes.
So the federal government is doing what they should do, but their workers, those who serve as their teachers, are supposed to make sure that they make them implement it. So that is what is remaining, really. Then for the proprietaries and proprietors, directors or chairmen, whatever they call them, owners of schools, they need to be intentional. Even the private school, they need to be intentional about it. The time when structures count is past. It's not about structures again.
COVID-19 exposed that.
Exactly. It is about what you are doing to equip the children for their own generation.
That's right.
I must tell you, Mr. Emmanuel, what we know now that we think we are very good, that people are looking at us up there, they will become child's play in their own time.
In their own time, that's true.
A friend of mine in Poland told me that in that place, before they start demanding for your certificate, they are interested in what you can do.
practical skills.
Practical skills.
And that is what we're missing in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Most of what we do, it's theoretical. That's why you say someone study computer science.
So that needs to change. It must begin with culture shift.
Culture shift.
Yes. And thank God for schools like ours and your own institution.
Yes.
We are already pushing in that direction.
Yes.
So we continue to push. We'll not be weary, we'll not be tired until parents too
buy into the idea.
Because some parents even fight us.
They fight, yes.
They will tell you
because of the cost implications.
Not only cost. Okay. If it was cost, we understand that it's poverty.
Okay.
It's not only cost, sir. Some tell you that they don't want their children to be exposed to something that is beyond what they should be. They'll tell you adult content, they'll tell you this, they tell you that. We tell them AI has come to stay, digital literacy has come to stay, robotics has come to stay, creativity has come to stay, critical thinking has come to stay. Exactly. And these are the kind of parents that want their children to study abroad. So you go there and become a non-entity.
Redundant. Can't fit in.
You can't fit
in.
So that's what it is.
Wow. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Ayodeji. Digital transformation goes beyond gadgets. It's about innovation and creativity. And there is a need for us in Africa, especially, to catch up and not be left behind. Let's go beyond the copy and paste that we have seen in the fintech industry. As we come into, educational line, let it be about innovation. Let our kids be involved. To every school owner out there, to policy makers, there's a need for us to push for creativity, get our children involved, not just giving them gadgets to operate. Don't box them in, allow them to explore. And I know that this discussion is going to go beyond just today. It's going to spark up discussions in school, among school owners, among school leaders, so we can begin to catch up with the current trend of digital learning.
Thank you.
We have something for you.
All right.
So on behalf of African Forum for Innovative Teachers, we're giving this pillow to you. And also, we have a little package here, also for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you, AFFiT, for this opportunity to come to speak with your audience. I really appreciate it. It's a rare privilege. We appreciate it. And I'd like to talk about my school in a short while. Stanford Learning Hub International College is a STEM school, a full STEM school located in Abacha Road, Maraba here in Nasarawa State. And we have a lot of offerings, from AI to creativity, to critical thinking, to engineering, to robotics, to animation, and lots more.
Wow.
Yes. And we train children to become masters of their own thinking.
Mm-hmm.
They collaborate with us, we collaborate with them. And then from there, they are able to solve problems. Every term, we have STEM projects that they do, which a child will choose what topic he or she wants to work on. And then by the end of the term, the child has solved something. Who knows what a child will be in the nearest future? It could be a spark from one of the STEM projects that the child has done. So thank you so very much. I invite you to bring your word to our school, to register them, and to experience what every other parent are already enjoying in their children's lives.
Once again, viewers, I'm sure you've had a wonderful time with Mr. Ayodeji, who has given us so much information today. Until next time on Education Frontline Africa, I remain your host, Otache Emmanuel. Bye.